Welcome to Daikin's video training on installation procedures. In this video, we will demonstrate the correct installation procedures and precautions for wall-mounted AC. Installation procedures. To install AC, you need to first confirm the installation location from your supervisor. For example, whether it is a restaurant, home, hospital, or office, etc. If the installation location comes under corrosive area, special preventive measures should be taken. This will assist you to prepare accordingly. Before reaching the site, ensure to carry all the required tools and equipment. You must carry general air conditioning tools and some specific installation tools as shown on the screen. Also, make sure you carry all your safety equipment with you. Handling during transit. A wall-mounted AC includes indoor unit, outdoor unit, remote control, and connecting pipes. During transit, handle the products as per instruction provided on the packaging. Improper handling and lifting may damage the product. Ensure that all the parts are in their original packaging and properly sealed. Customers might show dissatisfaction in case the product is not packaged properly or not sealed. Location of indoor and outdoor unit. Once you reach the destination for installation, ensure that customer has received the air conditioner in good packaged condition. Thereafter, in consultation with the customer, decide the location where the indoor and outdoor units will be installed. Ensure that both the outdoor and indoor units are mounted at location away from direct sunlight and other heat sources. This is important for proper cooling. Also, make sure that the piping length and the level of difference between indoor and outdoor units must be within the specified limit as mentioned in the installation manual. Location of indoor unit. For the indoor unit, select an appropriate position from where the air can be distributed evenly throughout the room without any obstacles. Ensure that it should be at least 7 feet above the ground and is easily accessible to clean the filter and change the position of louvers. Also, the location of the indoor unit should be convenient for the service engineer to do any cleaning or repairing work. Also, ensure that wall should be strong to hold the weight of the unit. Location of outdoor unit. The outdoor unit should be located in open space, preferably on the terrace, so that air can flow freely. If terrace is not available, it can be hanged on the external wall supported by angles. If using this stand, proper anchoring of stand must be done to fix it properly on the wall. Ensure that there should not be any hindrances in front of the outdoor unit that would block the passage of air from passing to open air. Ensure outdoor unit location protects it from human-induced damage and is easily accessible for carrying out any maintenance. Also make sure that the location of the outdoor unit should be convenient for the service engineer to do any cleaning or repairing work. The surface on which the outdoor unit is installed should be flat and rigid to avoid vibration, which can lead to the breakage of the copper tubing, coolant leakage, and compressor or condenser damage. Installing indoor unit. Let's understand the step-by-step procedure to install the indoor unit. Before starting the work inside the room, remove any carpet on the floor to prevent it from being damaged. Take out the plastic sheet from your bag and spread it on the floor. Open the box of indoor unit and remove the mounting plate from the box. Every indoor unit comes with a mounting plate to fix it on the wall. This mounting plate is generally made of metal and has all the necessary holes for guidance and is supplied with all the attachments. Now check that all the accessories are present inside the box. Remove the indoor unit carefully from the box. Carry out a physical inspection of the product to check any possible damage. If any damage is found, replace or report to office. Also, rotate the indoor plates by hand and check if they are rotating freely. Take out the installation manual from the box and read it thoroughly before starting the work. Take the measurement of the wall and mark the center of the wall. Accordingly, decide the location of mounting plate on the wall and mark its location. Now, using a ladder of suitable height, place the mounting plate on the wall and use the split leveler to make sure that the plate is perfectly horizontal. Then mark the position for all screw holes and ensure they are perfectly aligned with the holes in the mounting plate. After that, remove the mounting plate. Paste a plastic sheet on the wall to prevent it from being damaged. Now, using a drilling machine, drill holes in the wall at the marked points. While drilling the hole, you should use a vacuum cleaner to suck the dust coming from the wall. Also, make sure there is no electrical conduit or electrical junction box backside of the wall, which may lead to fire. Also make sure there is no drain pipe. Thereafter, put the fastening plugs on the hole and insert it with the help of a hammer. Then, fix the mounting plate using the screws that are provided and tighten them properly. Ensure that the bit of the screwdriver should be properly sized and of correct shape. Use split leveler to confirm that the mounting plate is perfectly horizontal. Next, mark the location of the hole near to mounting plate. Daikin gives you 3 options to take out the refrigerant piping from the wall. You can take out from left, from right, and from back. You may decide the correct option as per the site requirements. Read instruction on the installation manual for determining the distance and diameter of this hole. Fix the drill bit and the cutter on the drill machine and make a hole in the wall. Ensure that the slope of the hole is in downward direction towards outside. Installing outdoor unit. Open the outdoor unit box and take out the cover. Do the physical inspection of the product to check any damage. Also, rotate the outdoor plates by hand and check if they are rotating freely. Measure the center-to-center distance between mounting legs of the outdoor unit. This dimension may vary depending upon product model. Obtain the outdoor unit stand and assemble the same to fix it on the wall. Locate the position of the stand on the wall. And mark the points for fixing the stand. Use water level to ensure perfect alignment of the stand. Now, drill holes at the marked points . And insert fasteners to fix the stand on the wall. Thereafter, place the ODU on the stand and put the vibration isolation pads between stand and unit to avoid vibration. Use nut bolts with washer to fix the outdoor unit. Make sure that the head of the nut should be upside. Now, the outdoor unit is properly positioned. Connecting indoor unit with outdoor unit through pipes. Refrigerant inside the pipe needs to travel from the outdoor unit to indoor unit and back to the outdoor unit for getting compressed and recirculating. Thus, two pipes connecting the indoor and outdoor unit are required. Depending upon piping route between the indoor and outdoor units, copper refrigerant pipe has to be cut to the required length. To minimize the loss of cooling, the distance between the units should be kept as minimum as possible. It is recommended not to use the old pipes, which are already laid down at location. Making the layout. As per the location of the indoor and outdoor unit, take the measurement and make a layout for the piping with dimensions. Cutting the refrigerant pipe. As per the layout, the required length of copper pipe is to be cut from the pipe roll. In order to cut the copper pipe, mark the point on the pipe roll where the cut has to be made. Then, place this mark in tube cutter and press the cutter down slowly to prevent the deformation of copper pipe. The rotation of the tube cutter should be anti-clockwise, as clockwise movement will exert the extra pressure on the pipe, which may result in the deformation of the copper tube. Tight the blade by quarter turns after every rotation of the tube cutter. Rotate the tube cutter till the pipe is cut. After cutting the required length of copper pipe, put seal to the remaining part of the copper pipe so that contamination cannot enter and it can be used further for any installation. Next, bend the refrigerant pipe as per the layout. Try to keep the minimum number of bends in the piping to minimize the resistance to gas leakage. You may use the mechanical pipe bender or spring bender as per your requirement. Before starting the bending, mark the point on the pipe where the bend has to be made. Then, place this mark in the bender so that it matches with the mark on the wheel of the bender. To make a 90-degree bend, rotate the bender slowly to match the wheel mark with 90. Make the bends in the piping as per the layout. As copper pipe is exposed to an open atmosphere, there will be loss of cooling effect. To avoid this, cover the pipe with the insulation sleeve. The thickness of this insulation sleeve should be as per the specification mentioned in the installation manual. Fixing the pipes. Now, as next step, take out the copper pipes that were covered with insulation sleeve and the electrical connection cable from the hole that was drilled in the wall next to the indoor unit. The size of the wire must be as per the specification mentioned in the installation manual. Now, mount the indoor unit on the mounting plate and mark the position of flare joints on the wall. Take out this drain pipe from the wall hole towards the outdoor side. Also make sure that while passing drain pipe through hole, it must be placed below the refrigerant piping. Now bend the pipe at the outdoor unit, as per the layout. Rotate the reamer uniformly to remove burr from the cut face. Connecting indoor unit and flaring the copper pipes. Next step will be to connect the indoor unit and refrigerant pipes. To do so, hold the pipe in maximum vertical downward position and check the cutting direction of the reamer. Rotate the reamer uniformly to remove burr from the cut face. Then, move the file in forward direction to smoothen the cut surface. Gently clean the pipe internally. Open the flare nut from the indoor unit and insert them onto the pipe in correct direction. For smooth flaring, apply refrigerant oil on the tip of yoke and then put the copper pipe between the flare dies. Slide the yoke in forward direction till the yellow mark on the yoke matches with the mark provided on flaring block. Tighten the yoke at appropriate position. And turn the handle slowly in clockwise direction till the click sound is produced. After hearing the click sound, turn the handle 3 to 4 times. Now, turn the handle anti-clockwise. And remove the pipe from the flaring tool. Similarly, make the flare on the other pipe also. Inspect the flare surface for any crack or deformation. You can also use flare gauge to check the size of the flare. Now place the indoor unit on the mounting plate. While lifting the indoor unit, take care of fins and the swing louvers. Also take care of all the plastic parts while handling the indoor unit. Now connect the field pipe with the indoor unit. For this, first apply 1 or 2 drops of compressor oil on internal surface of the flared part and also on union. This oil will form a thin film on the surface to give the sealing effect. Then tighten the flare nut initially by hand for proper matching of threads. Thereafter, use the torque wrench for final tightening. If torque wrench is not available, you may use an adjustable wrench of appropriate length as mentioned in the installation manual, and connect it with the outdoor unit using flare nuts. Electrical connections. After installing and connecting indoor and outdoor units, we need to now do the electrical connections for them. For making electrical connections, make sure the main power supply is given at the outdoor unit only. In any case, main power supply must not be given at the indoor unit. Also, there should be absolutely no joints in cable, as it may lead to fire, and size of the cable must be as per the specification mentioned in the installation manual. First, make the connections at indoor unit. For each core of the wire, attach electrical thimbles and use the crimping plier for tightening them properly. Thereafter, cover the crimped part with heat shrink sleeve. Now open the control box cover . And connect the electrical wire on the terminal strip as per instructions given in the manual, and follow the correct sequence and wire color codes. Next, connect the main power cable from MCB to the stabilizer and then connect stabilizer output to the terminal strip provided on the outdoor unit. Now connect the other end of the electrical cable in the outdoor unit. Ensure the same sequence and color codes are properly followed when making the electrical connections in the outdoor unit. Ensure that the rating of the MCB and size of the power cable should be as per the specification mentioned in the installation manual. Drain piping. Positioning and fitting the drain piping is very important. The drain pipe route should be clear, and do take extra precaution while carrying out the drain pipe work. Ensure that the drain pipe should not terminate at any place where there is any foul smell. Attach the flexible drain pipe, which is supplied with the unit with the drain pipe. For horizontal drain pipe, minimum 1:100 slope should be provided, so that condensate water is extracted and drained easily, thus positioning the drain pipe accordingly. Once the drain pipe is positioned properly, clamp it properly with the wall. After fixing the drain pipe, pour water and ensure a free flow of the water. Check physically that the drain water reaches the outlet. Leakage test. Before commissioning the unit, leakage test needs to be performed. This is done by charging the system with dry nitrogen up to the test pressure. Connect the nitrogen cylinder with the outdoor unit using a gauge manifold. And apply nitrogen up to the test pressure. Then apply soap solution from a soap solution cane on all the flare joints to check any leakage. Carefully check for any bubble formation. If the soap solution bubbles, it would indicate a leak, which should be rectified before commissioning the AC. After the pressure testing is complete, release the nitrogen gas from the system. Vacuum process. After the leak test, vacuum the pipes through vacuum pump to remove moisture, air, or other non-condensable gases. Presence of these impurities will lead to improper working of product. For vacuum process, ensure that the capacity of the vacuum pump should be between 1.5 to 3 CFM. Also ensure vacuum pump should be double stage and properly maintained with right amount of oil. Connect a vacuum pump hose to the service port of the outdoor unit using a gauge manifold. Turn the vacuum pump on and ensure that indicator needle of compound gauge reaches to minus 30 inch of mercury. The running time of the vacuum pump should be as mentioned in the installation manual. Then, disconnect the vacuum pump. Charging system. The quantity of refrigerant depends upon the refrigerant pipe length between the indoor and outdoor unit. The outdoor unit from Daikin is pre-charged with some quantity of refrigerant, which is sufficient for a defined pipe length. If the piping length exceeds the pre-charged length for proper operations, additional charging of refrigerant must be done by weight using a weighing scale in accordance with the additional charging calculation. Thermal insulation. Next, the insulation on flare joints is done to prevent any possible water leakage from the indoor unit. Fixing the front panel. Fix the front panel of the indoor unit and tight with the screws. Finishing. Now, seal up the wall hole with putty so that rainwater cannot enter. Opening the valve. Open the liquid line and suction line valve using the correct size of Allen keys. Test operation. Now, switch on the main power and operate the unit. Note down the basic operational parameters like input voltage, operating current, suction pressure, suction pipe temperature, suction and discharge air temperature at indoor unit, suction and discharge air temperature at outdoor unit. Fill all these parameters in the commissioning report. Before handing over the product, reconfirm all the points stated by filling the checklist. The checklist also provides guidance of during installation. It serves as control to ensure all aspects of proper installation are carried out, and in case require identified and rectified before commissioning the product. Commissioning and handing over. Once the customer is satisfied with the product performance, finalize the commissioning report and get signature from the customer. Also explain its feature to customer and hand over the operation manual so that customer can utilize the product to its optimum efficiency. Also, share the customer care numbers with the customer.
Thank you very much. Okay, goodbye.